After she starred in a hit TV series, as a singer, she sold more than 15 million records worldwide, and her book landed on the New York Times bestseller list.
And after a brief hiatus to concentrate on starting a family, she is back with her 5th studio album. On your feet for Hilary Duff.
Welcome to the social. I understand you just finished filming your video for your first single of this new album, upcoming album, All About You. Can you tell us about it? What can fans expect?
So it's really the first single. I put another song out too, which was fun, but this video is definitely different. It's choreographed. We did like line dancing, which was so fun.
Wow.
I told the choreographer, I was like, I haven't danced in forever. Like, I'll dance after a glass of wine or two, but I don't like do well with choreographed dancing. And then he choreographed the whole song. He was like, you're gonna do it. And I was like,
line dancing.
I know, but that part made it awesome. And so I feel like it was simple enough, and everyone should learn it. It's a blast.
Great.
So yeah, that's the video. It's a lot of dancing.
Well, we saw on your Instagram a photo with Ed Sheeran, who is the nicest guy, isn't he? Isn't he just like the kindest, sweetest person?
I was so lucky. He wrote that song, and I told my A&R girl, I was like, don't let anyone else hear that. That's my song. She's like, well, Ed has to sign off on it and want you to do it. And when he heard, he was all excited. He's like, I want to be there when you record it. And so, yeah, he's just a genius, and I was really nervous, actually.
Were you? How come?
Yeah, I don't know. He's just so great, you know, and I wanted to do right by the song for him. So
Can you share the name of the single?
Yeah, it's called Tattoo.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's a little bit of a sad tearjerker song, which was awesome. So I love that. I needed that on my record, you know.
Sometimes you just need a good cry.
I know. I know.
True. Well, as we mentioned at the top, you took a step back from show business for the birth of your beautiful son, Luca, in 2010. How has becoming a mother impacted your relationship to show business?
Well, first of all, he is the cutest little nugget ever. He's changed everything in my life. I mean, I think that there's, you know, moving forward after you have a child, like, just your whole life has changed. You have changed, and taking that break was really important for me to just feel human and do normal things and have a family and, you know, not be told where I'm going every day and having this crazy schedule and being in a different city. You know, it's like I really just learned what was important, I think, and it just took me down, you know, to here, which was great. And, you know, now he's considered in front of everything. Like, I think, okay, what's best for him? But, you know, getting back to work is good for me, too, and it's nice to find that balance, and important, I think, for me as a woman, too.
Yeah, absolutely. You know? Yeah.
Very, very much so. Well, you recently did an interview with Billboard's Pop Shop, and you talked about your separation from your husband, which I know a lot of the audience will know. We're Canadians. We love our hockey, of course, Canadian Mike Comrie. And you said, quote, it's been a very difficult thing to go through, but we have a lot of love for each other, and we have this beautiful baby. How much of that personal experience has come through in this album?
I think when I was, you know, starting to make the record, the only way I wanted to do it was to be really honest. And I've always had that relationship with my fans and, you know, people that have followed my career. You have to be authentic, or people can smell it on you, you know? And I just really wanted to tell them what was going on in my life, and it wasn't all this sad sob story. You know, we have a great relationship, and there are some songs on there that talk about some difficult times, but it's also a happy record too, and a fun, like, upbeat, positive record, which is very much my personality. So it's authentic, and it's a mixed bag of, you know, my last few years.
We all know that you had great TV success with the show Lizzie McGuire, and fun fact, I actually appeared on an episode playing the head of a teen modeling agency, and I got to fire you at the end.
Please don't fire me at the end of it.
But you actually set it up that way. So you have a new TV show, and you're working with Sex and the City creator Darren Star, so tell us about that.
I am, and he is amazing. I'm a super fan of his. And the show is very much, it's like Sex and the City meets Devil Wears Prada a little bit.
Oh,
I know, it's all like you know, female characters. I think there's so much for women to relate to in the show. Pat Fields is doing all the wardrobe. Who did it?
stop.
I know, and it's awesome. It starts out slightly depressing, but comedic, where the main girl, Sutton Foster, who's amazing, her life is kind of crumbling. Her husband is gone. She's lost her house. Her daughter's going to finish school abroad, and she's like rebuilding her life, and she lies a little bit about her age to
Don't we all?
get a new job. So it's a delicious lie, and it's a great show. I think people will love it. It's in January.
Great.
Oh, we're looking forward to that.
Yeah, it's juicy.
It's juicy.
Yes.
Well, that's a long way from the Lizzie McGuire days.
Yeah.
Has your fan base grown with you, or are you attracting a whole new demographic, do you find?
Oh, I think they've definitely grown with me. I
think they're here in the audience.
I have to say, I feel like I have the most loyal fans in the world because this industry is so fickle, especially the music industry. You know, it's like, well, what's your hit? You know, and like that's all people care about. And to see the support I get from people that have followed my career or just been fans of mine for such a long time, it's like unbelievable. I'm so lucky that people still care, and I think they've grown with me, and they're growing. You know, now that I'm a mom, a lot of young moms are following me on Twitter, and we get to like connect and communicate with that. It's really cool to have so many different connections with them.
Yeah.
You know? And you know, the show's edgier than Lizzie McGuire, so maybe it'll grow into something else too. I'm a little nervous. I'm gonna have to make some phone calls to my mom, like, they want me to do this, so don't do that. I'm acting.
Getting back to your album, do you think once it comes out and we all get to experience it, is a tour a possibility for you again?
Of course.
Yeah, okay. Good.
I have to. I think that's what I miss so much is really just being on tour and connecting with people that way through music, and you know, being in a city where sometimes they don't speak your language and they know all the words to your songs.
Yeah.
It's so fun to be on stage. So I think maybe in like February, maybe pretty soon.
Ooh, okay, good.
Oh, and I usually always start them in Canada, so we'll see about that.
Okay. Well, we know you're a big fan of Canada. You rep our nation everywhere you go. We've seen you in a really cute Canadian shirt. What do you love about being here in Canada? What do you? Oh, there you go.
Your second home. Yes.
Yeah, it is my second home, and obviously, you know, all of Mike's family is here, and they're my family too. And you guys have always just been so good to me, and I love to get to experience the seasons, which we don't really get to do in LA. And you guys are just really warm, inviting people who seem to love me. So I love you.
Thank you so much, Hilary. Looking forward to the new album, new tour, and the new show. Lots coming up. Don't go anywhere because we'll be right back after the short break.